spoken with an extended break for the league during Christmas and New Year, but back in action on Sunday. How have preparations been as you reintegrate your squad following your festive period?
Yeah, not the easiest, because the way that Christmas and New Year have sort of fallen has made it more difficult. One of my lessons from last season was the Christmas period and the need for us to get some training in over that period. There's often a lot of the facilities are shut, but yeah, fair play to the club and to Tim. They've arranged for us to be at RAU and at Beversbrook, so we've managed to get a couple of sessions in, and the girls have worked hard independently as well. So I'm really pleased about that.
If we look back to your last game, which seems like a long time ago now, Bournemouth Sports. What's some of the positives that you can take from that game? Notably, obviously, a clean sheet in that game as well. But what other positives can you take from a draw?
Well, I think it's if you look at Bournemouth's sort of results, they don't let a lot of goals in, so we knew it was going to be difficult. I think the positives from the game for us were that we had a game plan which the girls executed really, really well. Just for a couple of really good saves, a crossbar, the tiniest of margins really that we didn't get out of the game what we wanted. So it was a good performance in difficult conditions on a difficult pitch, and yet we still played some really good football. Girls are disappointed because you want 3 points and not a 1 point from a game like that. But from a performance perspective, the girls were just frustrated really, because I think they'd done everything that we'd asked them to do, and they did it well. But yeah, just didn't. If we'd have got the breakthrough perhaps a bit earlier, then we'd have maybe got a few. But yeah, fair play to Bournemouth Sports. They're difficult to break down. They make it difficult, and that's been their game plan. And fair play to them.
On reflection, a tough December, and you'll obviously be looking to bounce back for your first game of the new year. So, what do you expect from Bridgewater this weekend?
Well, Bridgewater are in a decent sort of vein of form themselves. I think they've won their last 3 sort of league games. They've strengthened a little since we played them before. They've managed to bring in Manfi from Cheltenham, but sort of previously from Exeter. She was their captain, so an experienced centre back. I think. They're a side that are going to be a lot more confident and perhaps stronger than, like I say, when we faced them earlier. They've got good pace in wide areas, in Beth Everson and tap in as well. So they'll carry a threat, and it'll be a tough game.
As you mentioned already, Bridgewater 3 games unbeaten on the bounce in the league. However, their form on the road hasn't been as strong, losing 4 of their last 5 games away from home. So although a tough test on your side to return to action, one that your side would very much be up for.
Oh yeah, I think we've got a frustrated group at the moment that they want to turn that frustration back into that sort of winning feeling. I don't think, like you say, it's been a difficult period, but it's not been all bad performances. I think we've been pretty unlucky at times. So I think the players are up for it. We're in a good position. We've got a really strong squad, and a lot of players are back as well. So yeah, they'll be very much up for the game.
Fantastic first month for Izzy Cook.
Yep.
That you brought in back in November. So named Player of the Month in November as well. So a fantastic month for her. So absolutely seeing great performances from the midfielder that you brought in.
Yeah, top player, top person. She seems really happy in her football, and just enjoying it. She's settled in with the group really, really well. And yeah, I always know. I mean, we've been very, very fortunate, really, and lucky to bring sort of Izzy and Lacey into the club, 2 top quality players. I'm really excited about once they get fully settled in and we find a rhythm with them. They're 2 really, really good players.
You mentioned that she's a good signing already. Lacyliot, one of your signings that you made just before Christmas, haven't been able to integrate her or let her make her debut yet. Is that a player that we could see this Sunday make her debut? And what can fans expect from the signing of Lacey?
Lacey's just a bit of class, good physicality. She was great in training last night. Her quality on the ball, and also her sort of athleticism, physicality, and she's got a goal in her as well. So she's aggressive. Yeah, really excited about Lacey. Really excited.
Just touching on Lacey, she knows a few members of your current squad already, has a good relationship with you already, so fans can expect a very good player in Lacey, but she already has a fantastic relationship with you already.
I think she'll settle in pretty easily, pretty quickly. She's good mates with Billy, who's another player that's kind of looks like she's back to full fitness, and that will really strengthen us as well. So she's got those connections with those players. I've got a good feeling that just looking in training that Annie and Lacey will connect up well as well. They're both like intelligent footballers. So yeah, I'm quite excited about what Lacey can bring.
I want to talk about one of your younger players, one that's in the development side at the moment, Elise Clayton. Made her debut against Bournemouth Sports, a touching moment to make her debut, just 16 years old. But you must see a lot of progression and a lot of future in such a young player to be able to bring her into your side.
Yeah, it's important that players within the development team do see a pathway. And it's important as well for us to recognise and reward good performance from players in the development team. I think she's the second joint scorer within the development division. She's a proper talent. She's got great touch. She's fearless. She can take a player on. She's comfortable with both feet. So yeah, we don't want to push her too quickly. It's about her getting exposure at the right times, getting opportunities, and we'll continue to sort of integrate her a bit more within the first team and give her the opportunity to get up to speed at that level. She could get a bit less time, on the ball, but she equipped herself really well against Bridgwater Sports. Came on, made the difference. The pitch there wasn't great, and there were a few opportunities like, how's your touch? Well, her touch is absolutely fine. So yeah, she's an exciting prospect for us, but still obviously very young. So we don't want to put too much pressure on her or anything like that. She's doing great.
You talk about pathway and integration with the first team. I'm sure one of those competitions that you'll be keen to see development players in is the Wiltshire County Cup, obviously a competition that Swindon are familiar with winning last year. Progression into the third round of the Wiltshire County Cup, and your side will face Bemerton Heath Harlequins later this month. Although Kiana Della, the development manager, took the game in the second round, 5-0 win, and minutes for a returning Billy Haynes with 2 goals as well.
Yeah. Billy scored a couple of worldies, I think, within that game. She absolutely loves the County Cup, and probably in hindsight, it's one of those decisions whereby I thought it would be really good for Billy to go and get 90 minutes, get some good fitness under her belt, and she pulls out a couple of worldie goals that perhaps we could have done with a Bournemouth Sport. But that's hindsight for you. It's a competition I think a lot of the players like, and also it's an opportunity for us to give opportunities to some of the players that perhaps haven't had as many opportunities as they like, and then also there's players like Kaylee within the development team that deserve opportunities as well, and did well in the County Cup for us last year. So yeah, nice for us to be able to get that bit of integration between the development team and the first team, and it just helps with the pathway. Be an enjoyable and important competition for some players this year.
Just lastly, want to bring it back round to this weekend's task. Obviously Bridgewater is who you'll face on Sunday, but not only that, back at home, back at Foundation Park, an opportunity for the fans to come and support your side on Sunday as well.
Yeah, we obviously back at Foundation Park. We like to be at home, and we'd appreciate as much support as we can get from people. And I know the girls respond to it, react to it, and it will make a difference. So yeah, get yourself along and support the girls if you can.